For this project, we'll be needing 100% acrylic yarn in color A and color B. This is scrap yarn from a leftover project, a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and darning needle to weave in our ends. So today we are going to learn how to make this bucket hat, and the first one I did on my channel had a seam line. So this tutorial shows you how to make a bucket hat without a seam line. There's no seam line on this bucket hat, so that's what we'll be learning for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So for this project, we're going to be making a chain of 4 to make our magic ring. So go ahead and chain 4. 1 2 3 4, and into the last chain from the hook we are going to go in with a slip stitch. So you pull through and you pull through, and we made a loop. You can see we made a loop. We are going to go into a loop with 8 half double crochet. So you yarn over, insert your hook into the loop, pull through and pull through all 3 loops, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through and pull through all 3 loops. So we've done 2. We're going to do 6 more. So 3 4 5 6 7 8. So you can pull up, you can hold on to the excess yarn and pull through just to tighten the hole. And we are going to make a half double crochet into the very first half double crochet. And I forgot to mention, we do need a stitch marker for this project, so I'm going to use a safety pin as my stitch marker. So I'm going to place a safety pin on the first half double crochet on top of the half double crochet I just made, just to let me know when I start and end my row. So we are going to make another half double crochet into the same space we made a half double crochet. So now we have 2 half double crochets into the same space, and we're going to go all round into each hole with 2 half double crochets. So into the next loop we're going to go in with 2 half double crochets. So go ahead and go all around with 2 half double crochets. So go ahead and go all around with 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2, and I'll meet you when you get to where you place your stitch marker. So I'm back and I'm done going all around with 2 half double crochets into each space. So we are going to start our new row. So you move your stitch marker, place a half double crochet into that space, and you place your stitch marker back into the beginning row. So since we place a half double crochet, 1 half double crochet into the beginning row, the next row we are going to be increasing. So we are going to place 2 half double crochets into the same space. So for this row we make 1 half double crochet, and into the next one we make 2 half double crochets. So we make 1 half double crochet, then we increase. So let me go right again. So since we placed 1 half double crochet here, we did an increase. So we are going to go back with 1 half double crochet, then an increase into the next space. So increase meaning 2 half double crochets, then a half double crochet, then an increase. So go ahead and place 1 half double crochet into one space and 2 half double crochet into the next space, and I'll meet you when you get to your stitch marker. I'm back and I'm done going all around with a half double crochet and an increase. So we're going to start a new row, which is row 4. So I'm going to go in with a half double crochet, place, and I'll place my stitch back. I'll place my stitch marker back, and for the next row we are going to go in with 2 half double crochets, then an increase. So we've already placed in 1 half double crochet, so we are going to place the second half double crochet into the next space, then I'll increase into the third space. So 1 and 2. Then we repeat. So 2 half double crochets. This is the first half double crochet, second half double crochet, and increase. So I'm sure you guys get the pattern by now. 2 half double crochets into the next 2 spaces like this, and an increase. So go ahead and repeat this pattern till you get to your stitch mark as usual, and I'll show you what to do next. So I'm done with my 2 half double crochet and an increase, and I always end with an increase, but I don't end with an increase. That's fine because it will still create a circle either ways. So I'm going to start our next row, row 5. Don't forget to always place your stitch marker back. So for row 5, we're going to do 3 half double crochets and an increase. So we've already placed 1 half double crochet. I'm going to place the second one and the third one, then an increase. So this is something I noticed while I was doing I was making a hair bonnet. I was crocheting a hair bonnet. If you haven't checked out that video, kindly do so. I realized I always increase on another increase. So if you're missing your step, you can use that to check it out. So I've done 3 half double crochets and I'm coming to increase, and this is I'm increasing on an increase. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but that should be clear enough. So that's 2. So we're going to make another 3 half double crochets. So 1, and then the second one, and the third one, then an increase, and we are increasing on an increase again. So sometimes if you lose count, because you are going to be continuing this pattern like that, and sometimes people tend to lose their count, so you can use that to be checking whenever you get missing. So I'm done with my 3 half double crochets and an increase, and yes, I'm increasing on an increase again. So go ahead and go around, and I'll meet you at the end of row 5. So I'm back, and we are going to move on to row 6. So we are going to move our stitch marker, place a half double crochet in there, and then you pull your stitch marker back. So for row 6, you're going to make 4 half double crochets, then an increase. So we have 1 here and 2, 2, and then the third half double crochet, and then the fourth one, then our increase. So 1 and 2. So for row 6, 4 half double crochet and an increase. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we have our increase. So go ahead and repeat this pattern till you get to the stitch marker, and I'll meet you at row 7. So I'm done with row 6, and we are moving on to row 7. So for row 7, we are going to be making 5 half double crochets, then an increase. So make the first half double crochet, place your stitch marker back. The purpose of the stitch marker is to prevent you from having a seam line. That's if you want to make your bucket hat without any line or joining each row with a slip stitch. So we've made the first one. We're going to make the second one. We're going to make 5 in total. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase. So I'm still increasing on an increase. So this is a great way to count if you're on like row 8 and you've forgotten how many half double crochets you have to do before your increase. So you're going to make 5 again. 1, 2, 2, we're on 3, 4, 5, then an increase, 1 and 2. So go ahead and finish row 7, and I'll meet you at the end of row 7. Then we start row 8 again. I'm done with row 7, and for row 8 we are going to make 6 half double crochets, then an increase. So I've made the first half double crochet, second, third, the fourth, fifth, sixth, and an increase. So for row 8 we make 6 half double crochets, then an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then an increase. So go ahead, and then finish my increase. So go ahead and make 6 half double crochets and an increase, and I'll meet you at the end of row 8. So moving on to row 9, we're going to make 7 half double crochets, then an increase. So we're going to make the first one. Place your stitch marker back. So I've done 1. I'm going to be doing 7 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then an increase. So for row 9, 7 half double crochets and an increase. So go ahead and repeat that till you get to the end of this row. Remember, 7 half double crochets, then an increase. So I'm done with row 9, and we are moving on to row 10. So for row 10, you make 8 half double crochet, then an increase, and this will be our last row of increase. So we're going to make 8. I've already made 1, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then our increase. So go ahead and go all around with 8 half double crochet and an increase, and I'll meet you at the end of row 10. 8 half double crochets and an increase. Okay, so at this point I'm done with 10 rows, and we're going to stop increasing at this point. If you are doing it for a regular head, this is okay, but then if your head is bigger or you're going to wear it over braids, if you're a lady, you can add more rows or an additional row. So for the next row you can just add 9 half double crochets and an increase, or 10 half double crochets and an increase, the same way the pattern goes. So for now, I'm going to do something different. We're going to remove our stitch marker. I'm going to go into the front loop only. So you're going to go into the front loop with a half double crochet. So at first we were inserting our hook into the 2 loops, but then we are going to insert our hook into the front loop, to the loop here. So we're going to insert our hook into the front loop, make a half double crochet, place your stitch marker back, and you're going to go all around into the front loop with a half double crochet. So go ahead and go around into the front loop with a half double crochet without increasing. Just go around normally, and I'll meet you when you're done. If you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I'm back and I'm down going all around into the front loop with my half double crochet. So what this is helping us is to bring the cap downwards. So our next step, we're going to move our stitch marker for row 12, I believe. You go into the 2 loops, going to make a normal half double crochet and place a stitch marker back. So we're on row 12. So from this row to row 19, we're going to be doing the same thing. Just make normal half double crochets all around into the 2 loops. Go ahead and make normal half double crochets all around. So repeat this and I'll meet you at the end of row 19. So don't forget to always place back your stitch marker when you remove it to begin a new row. So I'll meet you at the end of row 19 once again. Okay, so now this is what we have so far. So I'm done with row 19, and for the next row we're going to remove our stitch marker as usual. We are going to work into the front loop again with a half double crochet. So this is the front loop. So yarn over, insert your hook into the front loop and go in with a half double crochet. Then you place your stitch marker back. So you are going to go all round into the front loop with a half double crochet. So go ahead and go around into the front loop only with a half double crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of row 20. So I'm done going all around into the front loop only, and now we are going to start with our increase again. We ended on 8 half double crochet and an increase, so we are going to start with 9 half double crochet then an increase. So this is the first one. Close this. So this is row 21. So I'm going to do 9 half double crochets. So I've done 9 half double crochets, and I'm going to increase 1 and into the same space again 2. So go ahead and go around with 9 half double crochet and an increase, or whichever number you ended on, you continue with that. So I'm done going all around with my 9 half double crochet and an increase. So the next row you're going to go in with 10 half double crochet and an increase. And after this row I'm going to change colors and then add my color B. This is optional, you can just decide to end with this color. So I'm going to go in with 10 half double crochet then an increase. So go ahead and go all around with your 10 half double crochet and an increase. So I'm done with my 10 half double crochet. I'm going to increase. So I'll meet you at the end of this row. So this is what I have so far, and I want to change colors, so I'll be cutting this off. Then I'm going to go with my color B. I'm going to make a slip knot. And I'm going to start with my half double crochet and join in with the color B. Then I pull through. So I'm going to go over so I made 2 increases. I wasn't supposed to, but that's how I decided to add. So I'm going to place a stitch marker back. And I'm going to continue with our increase. So we already did 1, 2. We're going to be doing 11 increases, 11 half double crochets and an increase. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm still weaving these in as you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 9. 10. And 11. Then we increase. So I'll cut off this excess here and after increasing. So 1 and then 2. I'm going to cut, pull through it, and I'm going to cut it. Just pull it back. So go ahead and go around, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. So I'm back, and this is what I have so far. So I'm going to add one last row of increase. So I'm done. This is my last row of increase. I'm going to go all around without increasing. That's my last row. So go ahead and go around with just normal half double crochets without increasing. At this point, you can remove your, okay, don't remove your stitch marker. Place it back till you come back to the end. So just normal half double crochets all around. Meet you when you get to the end of this row. So I'm done, and you can decide to end here, or you go around with a single crochet with the color A. So for now I'm going to end. I'm going to show you how to end. So you just slip stitch, remove the stitch marker, you slip stitch again. I slip stitch into the last but one, and then into the last, just to seal it off. Chain 1, and then you cut off your yarn. So yeah, this is it, and you have your bucket hats. This is it, and you have your bucket hats. So this is it. Looks very, very cute. So I'm going to go all around with a single crochet and see how that turns out. I'm quickly going to do that off camera and then show you guys how that turned out. Okay, so this is how it turned out. You can have your bucket hat like this, or like this. It really depends on you. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.